we go. Hello, hello. We're live. I think we're live. Oh no, I can't hear you. Hello, Cooter. Hello, hello. Welcome to Retro Recall. It is I, Retro Jenny, with the Dan Man. Well, okay. In his defense, is that even Dan? No, we don't even know who that is. He's wearing a mask. I feel. Oh, Radioactive Man! Thank you so much for the follow there. Thank you so much. Got a little. We got a. Well, I wish it was a ghost face mask, so that way we could try to do like a whole Scream thing of like in that scene, right? The first Scream where that chick whose name I forgot. I think we're back to Retro Can't Recall. She's like, "Oh, do I play the helpless victim?" And then Ghostface is like super quiet. Hey there, brother. No. Dan's working on some. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. There you are. So right now we're actually recalling Verizon commercials from the early 2000s. Thank you, Dan, for that.
Yes, that was a bit. It was a long run up to that bit, but we know you enjoyed it. So
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Recalling
and
commercials.
Those of you on Instagram can't actually hear me right now, which is even better. But we're working on that.
Could Instagram Live hear you before we were able to hear you? Before the Twitch crowd?
Negatory, but they can hear me now.
Well, there we go. Oh, look at that. Well, you know what? We should have worn these ridiculous things and just dressed up as the Verizon guy, who is now, I think, with Sprint.
Yeah, but didn't he just wear a colorful polo shirt? Isn't that like all he did?
Yeah. And I bet that was such a comfortable outfit.
Yeah, you're right. We botched this.
We really could have gone as anything else. These pants are a little tight. I am wearing pumpkin pants. What is up? What is up, Radioactive Man? It's been so long. It's been so long since the last time I talked with you. It's been at least 12 minutes.
At least a half-life.
Please don't unfollow.
Sorry, that was my bad.
But yeah, tonight we're talking about costumes, and maybe we could go around the room. Oh god, if only Anthony was here. Yes, Edric. We should have dressed up as Anthony from Eternal Darkness.
Why would anyone do that?
Get him, Edric. Because Anthony is amazing, and moment of silence for him.
I'd rather dress up as one of what I can't remember the actual names of the old gods. I would like to be one of them, one of the elder ancient ones.
From the game, or
yeah, the ones who are the source of magic.
Yeah, they was it like Turga? Is that their names? Or is
Turgoth.
I cannot pronounce them. They actually
I don't know what their names actually are. I love the way their names are pronounced in the game.
Yeah.
Uliath.
Yeah, that's definitely much better than I've been trying to pronounce it. But yeah, should we go around the virtual room and say what we're dressed as?
I mean, mine's pretty obvious, I think. Car salesman.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just I thought you were an MLM mom.
As I mentioned, I think in the last stream, I have a pretty extensive collection of masks that I'm building up, including this one right here that I will not put on. Don't worry.
I cannot wait.
I'm not putting it on. That's for Jimuary.
I cannot wait for Jimuary.
But yeah, this is my Doctor Doom mask, and I am wearing a nice hood. I like to think of this as like my peasant Doom, right? Like if Doctor Doom gave up his wealth and just went to live amongst the Latverian people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like the spin. I like that spin there.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Uh,
yeah.
of course, I have no idea what you're dressed as.
Really? Oh God.
I mean, I do, but I figured you would like an intro where you
Oh.
aren't known.
I was gonna say, take me back to 2017. Yes,
Please.
frickin' Tom Hanks. This
The
is mine first.
strangest. Did you have that before Tom Hanks?
I did. So I got this. This is a pumpkin. Let me put my keyboard down. It's gonna slide off. So it was the end of September. Cooter and I, we went to go get Spirit Halloween costumes, and we just didn't want to spend a lot of money, so we're just like gonna walk around and get whatever dumb costume. I found this, and he has a matching one that's spiders. So we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go as like the hostess with the mostest. I got my like pumpkin costume, and then I think it was like 3 weeks later that SNL episode aired with David S. Pumpkins. Tom Hanks as David S. Pumpkins, and we had a Halloween party like a week later, and everyone's like, oh my God, David S. Pumpkins, how'd you get that costume so quick? So I had this outfit 3 weeks before Tom Hanks did.
You know that they like the SNL writers just got really high, went to a part or to a Spirit Halloween as well, and just grabbed the suit in Tom's size, and we're just like, I don't know, David Pumpkin.
Could you imagine going around the room? Okay, well, it's got Pumpkin, so his last name better be Pumpkins. What do you think? I don't freaking know. David, what do you think? I bought the costume. David S. Pumpkins. Well, what does the S stand for? Nobody cares.
No one cares. It's David Pumpkin.
Right?
David S. Pumpkins.
And that was I swear, I think that was probably, this might have been the costume of like 2016, 2017. $20. $20 at Spirit Halloween.
And you had it first.
And I had it first, so that's the story.
Or at least you bought it roughly at the same time frame before he wore it on TV.
Tom Hanks didn't know he was going to wear this. But I knew I was going to wear this before him, so...
Would you say you're a flavor maker?
A flavor maker?
Yeah, that's like a trendsetter, but like on the upper echelons of society.
Oh, no, I've never heard that. Are you trying to make flavor maker a thing?
No, that's definitely a term.
Stop making fetch happen. Okay, no, I've never heard that. I've never heard of flavor maker.
Do I just look angry at you, by the way? Do you feel like I'm coming off like hostile towards you because of this mask?
It does. What do you guys think? Does he look a little... You do. Like, I know you're not, but you do just kind of look like... Like, I feel like I'm probably going to get murdered soon. Well, yeah, when you do this, that looks a little...
Okay.
Less threatening. Like this, then. Well, now you just look bored. It's amazing how the mask can have so many different,
So many emotions with only one face. Who knew? Well, anyway, I promise I'm not trying to be combative, but that being said, shut up.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for attending our stream tonight.
We're ended violently and bloody as we always knew it would.
We're gonna have to take this offline. I always love that kind of corporate talk. We're gonna take this offline. Like, oh no, the juicy stuff's just about to start.
I know, and then they go into a little side room, and you're just like watching. You're watching them in the side room, and like wondering when the huddle's gonna end. Because in your head, you're thinking like, well, if it's just a quick huddle, it's no big deal. It's just like aligning on facts. But if it's a long huddle,
I know. Oh, you know it's gonna be good. It's like, oh, I want that juice.
That's juicy. That's juicy. You're gonna find out something good.
Right?
Have we even talked about Halloween yet? Besides the fact that you're wearing a pumpkin.
No, I think we just did it. We just did that, and then started talking about office life. So that's depressing. But yeah. So for those in the chat, let us know what your Halloween costume is if you're going to be doing that, and what should we talk about?
Well, so yeah, fun fact. This is not actually going to be my costume. This was quickly thrown together because my son is going through it's a phase. It's a phase of not wanting to go to sleep. That's all. So that's what this is. I will actually be going as Gandalf the Grey for Halloween.
Oh.
I'm very, very excited. I keep the wig by my desk at all times because I would just like to put it on and pretend I'm an old man, a very, very old man. Sorry also that I'm like fidgeting with this. It keeps coming untied and I can't really fix it because of headphones. Um, but yes, today we are talking about the looks of Halloween. I wanted, I wanted to end with a bit of a grab bag because Halloween is such a fun season, and I wanted this to be like that moment of like
Mm-hmm.
reaching in and just pulling out whatever candy you can.
Yeah.
Um, so I themed it as the idea of like let's talk about the looks, the iconic looks of Halloween. Um, but I have a feeling it's going to be so much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to start this discussion just by saying, you won't believe what movie I watched today. Just because I like was like, you know what? I'm gonna put something on while I'm working on this thing. So I put on Scream. And I rewatched
Oh.
Scream today. I think it was my first time rewatching it since like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But, 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 I gotta say, and I specifically sent you this picture, and I noticed you didn't put it up in the arcade.
Matthew
Um,
Lillard?
Matthew Lillard, Stu in
Mm.
Scream, 90s fashion icon. I,
Yes.
he doesn't look it, right? When you watch that movie now, he's got a very unassuming look, but I just
Mm-hmm.
need people to know that was the look.
That
That was the look.
that was so, oh gosh. That was such the 90s. God, the clothing back then was so good and comfortable looking. Um,
Yeah. It was all about comfort. The puka shells were weird, but like the rest of it looked super comfortable.
Rose McGowan though, she I just remember her having like a green top. That was adorable. That's my input. That's all I got. But gosh, so what are you trying to say? You want to dress as Stu for
No, he's so frustrating. He was such a frustrating character and so annoying and easily the most unbelievable character in the film. But
that's what made him a good killer.
yeah, no, I mean, you buy the crazy thing by the end.
Yeah.
Especially when he's just getting like stabbed repeatedly.
Yeah. I think I'm dying, man. Um
Why did they stab each other before killing her? Like what were they thinking? Idiots. Anyway,
Teenagers, am I right, guys?
yeah. Um but anyway, so yeah, you didn't put Matthew Lillard up, but that's fine.
I got everybody else. I got the Freddy Krueger
Well,
classic
sure. And
classic costume.
I'd say Freddy was like the easily the most cuttable of the ones we put up there because like everyone knows the Freddy look. You don't need to see a picture of Freddy, though. I will say, I think it is because of Freddy Krueger that hat is officially dead. Like no one's gonna wear that hat ever again.
Well, the best part about that hat though is I sorry, I see something tap. Okay. That hat. So one year I did go as Freddy Krueger, probably back I think in like 2015. And so I got a hat just like that. And I love how you could just keep using it over and over again because not only could I use it as Freddy Krueger, but another year Cooter went as Indiana Jones. So it makes a great Indiana Jones hat as well. It's the hat that just keeps on costuming.
Well, I'm assuming he went Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Let's not talk about that.
Was that
Let's
was that
let's
why he wore the hat? Was it for the
let's rewind
premiere?
it back. No, we're going for Temple of Doom.
The premiere? You went back in time for it?
What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? um, but actually, you know what? And he had like a jacket and some other stuff. It wasn't quite Indiana Jones because he was trying to use whatever we had in the closet, and he just looked like a generic. Like how you have like a like medicine. You got like Tylenol, but then you have like a Quake version. I feel like
Sure,
Adam
he
was
was
the Equate version of Indiana Jones that year.
Montana Jackson.
Was that a
I just
one?
made it up.
Oh.
It just felt like the appropriate ripoff.
I mean, I could see that like Netflix's. I know Netflix wasn't around at the time, but I could see Netflix coming up with their own version of like, yeah, here's
Montana
the thing.
James. That would be better. Montana James.
Gosh, well, Maybe
We
we
could
should.
write that.
I know. All right.
We could write that.
Actually, let's write that down.
Hey, guys, we're wrapping it up here. We got work to do.
Yeah. But thank you
You're gonna
so
see
much.
us on Netflix soon with Montana James.
Please subscribe to Netflix if you haven't already, and make sure you share that password with everybody.
Montana James and the Tabernacle of Justice.
That's good. I can't wait. We're definitely not going to get sued.
Let them try. Worse have come for Montana James, and none have succeeded.
Oh, I look forward to this.
Do I look like I'm laughing at my own joke?
No,
By the way, do I look amused?
At least the tone of your voice seems like you're amused, so that's good. But it's just like it's just you just look like you're angry laughing. Like your tone is happy, but your face looks angry about it.
You know what? I'm gonna make sure that I'm not smiling anymore. I'm gonna take the smile off my face, and now we'll see how it sounds. So Jen, what is your favorite Halloween monster look?
My favorite Halloween monster?
Yes, if you're thinking about the films, the monsters, the creatures, the ghouls, goblins, things that go bump in the night.
You know what? I mean,
what do you got?
You know, we have this picture up there. Witches. That would... You know what? I don't think I've actually seen a costume or a I mean, I'm sure there's masks like it, but like a specific witches look. And because, like I said, that scene creeped me out. Have you guys seen Witches? The original of...
Is it Witches or The Witches?
I think it's... Oh, maybe it might be The Witches. Came out... God, I really got to Google some stuff before we go live. Love it.
Right.
Radioactive Man says he loves it. Or she, I'm sorry. I make assumptions here.
Yeah, you might just be a female Simpsons fan.
Right.
1990 is when
1990.
the movie came out.
And it creeped...
I was trying to look up who did the makeup originally, but...
That one creeped me out.
The Witches.
The Witches.
The Witches.
Oh my gosh.
But, legitimately scary.
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched... Yeah. Radioactive Man says, haven't watched the remake yet. Me neither. Yeah, with the Anne Hathaway.
I'm sure it's good. I've heard it was fine.
It's hard to remake good classic movies like that, because that was terrifying. That was genuinely terrifying when the kids were like turning into mice.
Oh yeah.
And like just that scene where they're all just like, oh, it creeps me out. So I don't know if they could capture the horror of that, because the 80s had no problem with terrifying children.
No, well, because the rating system was very different then too.
Like, I was gonna say, like, another movie that creeps me out a lot is Willow. Love it, right? It's supposed to be like a fun little children's adventure movie.
That's not a creepy film.
The Trolls! That scene with the trolls, that was enough to terrify me. And they just...
I do get that.
Anyone else remember? It's just me. Just me and my
really,
trauma.
I mean, hey, I was afraid of E.T. when I was a kid, so...
Yeah, I think that scene where he's like dying and he's all pale and he looks like a powdered donut got to everybody.
It wasn't that scene. It was the Reese's Pieces in the cornfield.
Yeah, that would do it too, yeah.
Yeah, the scream. Oh man. Whew, that scream.
I can't eat I can't eat powdered donuts anymore because of that.
Because you think of E.T.? Especially if it's a chocolate donut with powdered sugar on it.
Oh god. But what about you?
E.T.
What about you?
Well,
like, what is good?
I gotta call out, because there was the other picture I sent you, especially if we're gonna call out the witches. The fact that Angelica Huston or Houston? Is it Houston or Huston? I'm gonna go Houston.
I feel like it's the birdcage. Oh, we never know where we are until we hear our last name said.
Yeah, so Angelica Houston, who played the most terrifying Grand High Witch in The Witches, is the like most gorgeous horror diva as Morticia Addams.
Yeah.
And like, to me, really, even though it's not necessarily a Halloween film, the Addams family in general, especially like the Raul Julia and oh my god, Christopher Lloyd, right? Like that cast is so iconic to me that like that is I don't know. I always think of that Addams Family when it comes Halloween time.
I was gonna say, I feel like it, like you said, it's not really a Halloween movie, but I feel like it's like an honorary Halloween movie. Like we're accepting this as Halloween, even though it doesn't take place on Halloween. You know, there's nothing about like, oh, this is a special day where the ghouls come out. Like it's just an honorary Halloween film.
Yeah. Well, and like it kind of comes from a weird brand of films, like because Brady Bunch was also in that same category, where it was like these movies that were made off of these like old TV shows, but like made as parodies of the TV show, but like ended up becoming their own thing that were just like amazing in their own way. Like the Brady Bunch movie is hysterical.
Oh, I love it.
But it's nothing like the Brady Bunch itself.
Yeah, I love that they
while being identical to the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the actors did so
wake
good.
The dead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, and then Brother No says, I haven't seen Willow in a while, but the sequel looks interesting. I forget about that. I forget that there's a sequel. I don't. Is it already out? Is it already out? Or I remember discussion around it.
I think it's coming out. I don't think it's out yet. I think I saw a trailer recently.
But yeah, no, Addams Family is so good. I love that Wednesday's that special age where she only has one thing on her mind. Boys. Homicide. But yeah, the 90s did a good job of like bringing back like this TV shows from the 60s, 70s and making it their own and almost like a parody, but not, yeah, I mean basically a parody, but it wasn't really making fun of it too much. I don't know. Addams Family. Yeah. Addams Family wasn't so much like a making fun of. Brady Bunch was totally a parody, you know, making a joke of their life in the 90s.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch was definitely, I think, more obviously a parody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Addams Family, I definitely didn't know Addams Family was a parody when I watched it.
Yeah,
like, that was not a thing that went through my head. It was just the Addams Family, and it was awesome.
I love the concept of like a lot of movies in the 90s that were like, okay, let's take this TV show, right, of these families, keep them in that same era of like this, let's say the 70s, right, with Brady Bunch, but let's make it today. Let's put their mindset in their house and everything, but in today, like how would they be in the 90s?
If they woke up now in the 90s, how would they do? Like, I love, I know this is not a Brady Bunch podcast because it's not Halloween.
Here we go.
Like, the fact that like they go looking for a talent show when they need the money, like they're running around just looking for a talent show. Like yeah, they somehow that was hysterical. Even Coneheads, which was a bad movie, but like
yeah, I forgot about that.
Very funny for that same reason. But they never got around to doing one with the Jetsons.
Oh no, they did. Oh,
they
did
the
it with Flintstones. Yeah,
but they never got around to like a live action Jetsons. Whoa! I'm not insulting. Sorry, I just saw Edric's comment. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying by comparison to like something like Addams Family or Brady Bunch, it is a tier below. Is that a better way of putting it? I think that's a fair way of putting it. This mask looks very serious. I'm not very serious.
I will fight you to a duel now, sir, with those fighting words. Dang. Go on, make the chat mad. But you know what? Those all made great costumes. Right?
They all made great costumes.
Tying it back.
Think of how many people have you seen dressed up as some version of Cousin It? And that's all thanks to the Addams Family movie.
Right? Well, actually, I had my friend. She and her husband, they went as Morticia and Gomez, and she had a baby. He's a year old now, and they had him dressed as Pubert from Addams Family Values. They did like a little mustache. It's the cutest thing.
Perfect.
It was so adorable.
Cute.
And you gotta appreciate those kind of costume, those movies, because right? That movie came out back in the 90s, but people still love it so much. They still want to dress that as that for Halloween. You know, Addams Family is good. It's that good.
Yeah.
People still, even though I know there's a remake coming out now, or it's already out. I think it's a show on Netflix. But people are still trying to dress up from like the Addams Family values, not so much, from the new show.
Well, the new one's a cartoon too, so like
Well-
it'll find its place
No,
eventually.
I thought they had a new one though with Catherine Zeta-Jones in it. And that girl she dresses as Wednesday.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please hold.
I feel like we should have elevator music or something.
Oh, okay. So this is something different that I didn't know about. Yeah. So Catherine Zeta-Jones, Luis Guzman is playing Gomez Adams.
I'm willing to give it a try to watch it, but again, the original Addams Family is so good. Even the sequel.
I don't know. I'm gonna say it. I'm interested in Luis Guzman, and also,
yeah.
This is Tim Burton is the executive producer and directed 4 of the 8 episodes.
Oh, see, like I said, I'll give it a fair shake. It's gonna be one of
So
those
it's
try not to
gonna be-
compare, but
It's gonna be a very different Addams Family because if it's Tim Burton, they're definitely gonna lean into the like macabre of it.
yeah,
Well, that's cool. Is that out already?
I have no idea.
It looks like it is.
Do you guys know? I don't know.
Oh, it looks like the show is called Wednesday.
Oh, not Thursday.
Shut up.
Okay. I was gonna say, where is it on? Where is it on Netflix where you could binge, or is it one of those like how Disney Plus, they have a new show that comes out every
It's
Friday?
Netflix.
Okay.
It is Netflix.
'Cause
and it's coming out November 23rd.
Is November 23rd a Wednesday? Because that would be fan-frickin-tastic.
Oh God. Oh,
It is. It is. Okay,
They
good.
did it.
They
Netflix,
did it.
you beautiful bastards. Give us a show. Dr. Doom and David Pumpkins.
Good old David Pumpkins. That was funny. I found a list on BuzzFeed actually.
What the best? Have we stooped so low that our podcast is going through a BuzzFeed listicle now?
No,
Let's do it.
I was gonna say
Game on.
because I wanted let's go over some of the biggest costume in the '90s. I found this,
Okay,
so you know it's
okay.
true. It's on BuzzFeed. Everybody
All right,
knows they're
yeah.
top tier.
Guide me.
So I was gonna say, do you guys want to do like a guessing game? Do you want to guess some of these, or do you want me to just tell you them all? I actually really haven't gone through this BuzzFeed. I just found it.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's blind read this BuzzFeed.
Gather round, children. I shall read this, and hopefully they don't sue us for reading it out loud. No, the point is, okay, so 1990s. What do you think was like the number one selling costume in 1990? Really, I want to have guessed some of these.
In the year 1990 or the entire decade?
Just the year.
Yeah, Jason Mask.
No,
That seems right.
you're wrong. No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have. Let's just run through this, and then I want to get you guys' thoughts. So Jason Mask. That was right. You would think Michael Myers. You would even think Mike Myers. Yeah, Wayne's World, but no. I don't even believe some of these. 1991. What do you guys think? Oh wait, 1991.
1991? I don't know, Wolverine.
No. I don't know why I'm so offended. I'm like, did somebody from Gen Z wrote this? Because I disagree. The Terminator.
Wait, what? Just people busted out leather jackets and said, look at my costume, I'm a Terminator.
Like, I guess when you don't, I don't know, like, where they just, like, I'll just walk around with shades and, yeah, Jack and go, I'll be back. And it's like, whoa, what a great costume, bro.
You know what? To be fair, I feel like if I were as I am right now, and it were 1991, and I like Terminator as much as I do now, I could 100% see myself pulling out my members only jacket in October and just being like, I'll just be the Terminator. Done. I got my costume.
Hasta la vista.
Look, I came on the podcast wearing a mask that is sitting on my desk year round and said, look at my costume. So yeah, I'm a lazy Halloweener.
Shame, shame. Gosh, well, I'm just scrolling through these really quick, and I don't believe it. 1992, Catwoman.
I mean,
Okay, but I mean,
what's wrong with that one?
but I mean, like is it Catwoman or just a bunch of women wearing cat costumes?
No. 1992, we're talking Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. You're saying that wasn't an iconic look?
Okay, but I want to determine how are we saying that these were the biggest costume of that year? So, I mean, was this like a survey of, all these Spirit Halloween stores, or not party supermarkets, party cities?
They probably looked at like what came out that year, and then they it's one person sitting in a room and went like 1991. Oh, Batman Returns. Catwoman was hot. Catwoman.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. And that's fine.
No. I want like an analyst to come out here, pull the data to see how many costumes were sold under all these different costume stores to say that it was Catwoman, because why not frickin' Little Mermaid? Huh? Wait, what year did Little Mermaid come out?
But
nothing either way
by
was okay.
By that rule, technically what's going to win every year is going to be witch costume, ghost costume.
Okay. Okay, specific branding, right? Like specific. Well, I guess they can't.
Sorry, Edric solved it.
I pulled the data real quick. Catwoman wins. Okay. 1993. What do you guys think?
93. Pikachu.
No.
Yeah, that would be later. That'd be much later.
Okay, and I just want to point this out, right? I recall 93 generally existing, but I don't recall seeing this. Now, are we talking about people, like adults, like going to parties, or are we talking about like children? Like you don't, like, at school.
What's the costume? You still haven't said it.
Because I'm so bad. I don't know.
This is a lot of build-up.
Barney the purple dinosaur.
Yeah, I get that.
No, I don't, because there weren't a lot of kids wearing a frickin' Barney the dinosaur costume.
I think there were a lot of kids wearing Barney masks.
Do you guys remember, like, in elementary school, I don't know if you guys at schools did this, but, you'd have a costume day at school, and you dress up and you do, like, a parade around the school?
Yeah.
No one was frickin' Barney that year. We paraded. No one was Barney.
Looks like we got another chat. What's that one say?
Wow. Dan says, I remember Barney masks all the time at school in 1993. Wow, thank you, Dan.
Wow, shit. Thanks, Dan Jam Barker.
It's amazing. Anybody could be behind the internet, behind a chat. 1994, this one I believe, Power Rangers.
Yeah, 94, that was Power Ranger City.
Now this list is making sense. 95 is Star Trek characters.
Makes sense. Because I think 95... I think that's when Next Generation really started getting big, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, look at you. Practically a BuzzFeed article. That's exactly what they said. 1996, this one is a winner. Before I say anything, what's everyone's guess for 1996?
I feel like I know this one. 96.
Like
I'm not going to say yet. Sorry. I feel like I know it for sure.
Dan Jam Barker, would you like to say it? Yeah, what do you guys, we just talked about this, we hinted to it. What do you think? 1996, big year for this. What do you think was a costume for it? I'm curious what to... Dang.
No one? Here, I'll give a hint. I'll give a hint.
Anthony.
I'll give. There's a face in the name.
And Edric, not everybody can be Anthony.
Oh, and Webhead. Sorry, I see Webhead on Instagram. No, it is not Toy Story. I wish it was Toy Story. That would have made much more sense.
That's a good one, Webhead. Yeah.
No, the correct answer, guys, is Ghostface from Scream.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was Ghostface that year because, like, the movie was so big and that mask was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was the point of the mask in the movie, was it was a cheap Halloween store mask that had no IP behind it.
Edric is not impressed. Should have been Anthony.
You can't be unimpressed by data. BuzzFeed used data.
Yeah.
All right.
Anthony wasn't around. I don't remember what year Eternal Darkness came out, but it was definitely in after 2003.
Yeah. GameCube wasn't even out yet. Anthony was just a dream inside the creators.
Edric's like, I don't believe this. But yeah, well, and Ghostface was such a good one because I also had a Ghostface mask, and it was so cheap, right? The mask I think was like $10. Get like a hoodie for another $10-$20 max, and that costume is golden for years. They kept pumping out Scream movies, so you're like, perfect, I'll just keep re-wearing this. It's relevant every freaking 2 years.
And everybody started wearing them to the movies when the movies came out, so it kind of became a thing, like, which, oddly, I feel like that's a cult thing that should come back, is masks at movies, like, superhero masks.
That would be cool.
Maybe. I don't know. Actually, now that I say that, nah.
That's how trouble starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't trust people to be...
Too many people would think it's purge time.
Right? Oh, yeah, which, another great costume.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what my friend and I want to do when you're on the topic of Scream? Because I had done Ghostface a couple years, but I was like, I want to change it up, and maybe I could do, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, but not be like the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer, like, Hook, fisherman garb, No, I wanted to run around just kind of twirling around going, what are you waiting for, huh? And that's just perfect. Just a casual outfit and just spinning around screaming that. Simple.
You could have done that in high school and it would have been a hit. I'm going to say that right now. It would have been a hit. We've got on Instagram, Webhead27 says his favorite 90s era, or her, his or her, favorite 90s era costume was the Batman animated series costume.
What?
Awesome. Wore the cape and cowl year round. Well, of course you would. You think I only wear this mask around October? No, I wore it to a work meeting like 3 weeks ago just because I wanted to. When you have cool things like a Batman animated series costume, you wear it. You wear it.
Holiday party, New Year's Eve party, Valentine's Day dinner. All that stuff.
Whatever makes sense.
Saturday night with the friends, going out to a movie, boom.
Boom. Batman.
But speaking of Batman, that was Batman and Robin was the costumes for 97. That would be great. Edric says, Merry Christmas, I'm Batman.
I believe Batman was a popular costume in 97. I have a lot of suspicion that Robin was a popular costume.
Oh, I'm sure so many couple costumes, right? I'm sure there's so many couples as Batman and Robin.
Yeah, you're saying they went with, like, the female Robin approach?
I'm sure. Well, but I would have loved to see opposite female Batman.
I agree. I think that would make more sense.
But look, it was 1997. Times weren't like today.
If I just stare into the camera like this, does it look like I'm trying to take your soul?
It does. Yeah. And I actually kind of feel it when I stare back. I'm just gonna... I gotta go.
Go ahead and cut that for TikTok.
Moving right along.
98. I'm living for this BuzzFeed.
Right? You were so unsure. You were so unsure.
I know.
But now here you go.
This is great.
Well, we're gonna figure out who the writer is to shake their hand. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of surprised. South Park characters. I feel like that's a little Like, we had nothing
I
else
don't.
going on in 1998.
I mean, look, South Park was huge. Don't get me wrong, but like when I think of South Park merch at the time that South Park was first coming out,
Yeah.
it's like the shit you were getting at the carnival, like the like third rate like a shirt that said "They killed Kenny" with a picture of dismembered Kenny on it.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, this is yeah,
I'm just
that's weird.
surprised. Cedric, I think around that time I was Darth Maul. What yeah, when did I know we had that podcast about Star Wars, but was that 99? Yeah, 99. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 99.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, Darth Maul was a big one. So I'm googling real quick the big movies that came out in 1998 because I don't believe that was that. I guess the yeah South Park just doesn't seem real.
Well, I mean, when did South Park come out?
But I guess like an I don't know. But I guess in that sense, like there wasn't a lot. I mean, Man in the Iron Mask, Blade. Blade probably was another popular one. Armageddon, Thin Red Line, Zorro. Yeah, I guess there wasn't anything major pop culture like. I mean, Rush Hour, Patch Adams. Everybody walking around in doctor outfit. People like, oh, you're a doctor. No, I'm Patch Adams. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at me. I'm a doctor, but I've got a clown nose on. Oh, hey.
Oh, clever, clever. Yeah, I guess really nothing that stands out. But I've seen all those movies in the past month. All the Star Wars movie? Is it all the Star Wars movie? There's more than one. All of them. So this entire month of Halloween, you have not been watching scary movies. You've only been watching Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's always next month for that. I'm not going to judge Edric. But yes, so, and then speaking of, right, Darth Maul, thinking that would be the big one for 1999. Even, I remember the Queen Now,
I don't think that would be the popular one for 99. I have a different idea of 99.
what do you think? And what do you think?
99 was the oh, what was it fucking called? I'm just gonna go with electronica, but like with like Matrix coming out, like I feel like it
Okay.
was you got to see that like cyber goth look. Like cyber goth was kind of born in Halloween that year,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
but I don't know what I would call it.
um, well, I'll say this, guys. I really thought it would have been Darth Maul and Natalie Portman's. I thought that was a really popular queen. I forgot her name. But you,
Amidala,
thank you.
no problem.
Yeah. But you guys are right. Matrix. Dan is right. Radioactive Man said the Matrix for 99. Yup. Matrix I'll add to the list. Yep. And then Edric, you
Yeah,
said
that.
oh that's right, you did say you're watching Zorro, the original, the black and white
Ooh.
show. Yeah. It's on Disney Plus. I got to catch that. Padme. Okay, I couldn't remember her other name. I forgot. I kept thinking
Her
Queen.
other name?
Padme.
You mean her name?
Well, she's got the Queen, and then she's got.
She was elected queen temporarily.
Well, I forgot her name. I wasn't a fan of that particular Star Wars movie. Jar Jar Binks kind of ruined it for me. So I kind of, and then she was a little weird. It was a little kid. What can I say? You know, she with her with the Anakin. I don't know.
So
Padme, calm down.
that wasn't your cosmetic. You weren't going to Padme it.
No, I was just not going to. Zorro is amazing, and that's just that's it, guys. That's the outfits from 1990 to 1999 for a Halloween costume. Senator, I want to say Armadillo. I don't know why. It's only one L. Armadillo.
Senator Armadillo.
Senator Quesadilla.
Well, now we need to look at the early 2000s as well.
Yeah, are you looking it up?
Oh, I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see if we got the one from BuzzFeed here.
I say while you're pulling that up, does anyone in the chats, anyone have like a favorite costume you remember wearing as a kid? Like, what was your favorite one? I'm trying to think of mine. funny. Growing up, I started off like kind of cute, like a princess, right? I was like Belle one year, Cinderella. You know, I was I was Ariel, Little Mermaid, and then I went straight vampire. Like in third grade, I went vampire for 2 years. Then I did Ghostface for a couple of years. Then I did Ghostface, but I put a clown wig on to make it even more creepy.
Oh, okay, I'm not the only one who did that like weird phase where I just like kept the same mask year after year, but like put different accessories around it.
Accessorize our ghost face costume.
Yeah.
Let's see. Edric says I dressed as Superman when I had hair. That's a good one. So just Superman, right? Not Clark Kent. Or did you do that too? Like, did you wear as Clark Kent and then just go like, oh, and come out as Superman?
Oh, hey, I found specifically a list on 17.com that seems to have the same list as BuzzFeed, so we'll have to see who made it first, because there might have been some plagiarism here.
Oh. But we won't judge here at Retro Recall.
No, because we're literally reading your things on air.
Mm-hmm.
But they specifically listed 1998 as Kenny from South Park was the popular one.
Really?
Yeah, South Park, the lovable, crass cartoon starring 4 fourth-grade boys, has been widely beloved since its first episode in 97. The first Halloween after its debut, thousands of trick-or-treaters couldn't wait to dress up like Kenny, the cynical, mumbly one. But I wanted to read this one. 1993, Barney's and Friend debuted on PBS. In 1992, to the delight of kids and their parents across the country. A year later, the cheerful purple Tyrannosaurus Rex was the most popular Halloween costume in America.
I'm about to fight childhood right here because I don't remember seeing that. And then Edric, I love that. That's a good point. So, like as Kenny for 98, so just like walk around in an orange sweater.
Yeah, and I think that's mainly what it was. And then mumble. Put on an orange sweater and mumble. Maybe. For the year 2000.
All right, here we go.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to guess?
Okay, yeah, let's do a little bit of both. If I don't get in 2 seconds, give me 5.
Okay. What do you think in year 2000?
2000. Spice Girls?
Incorrect. We're looking at Austin Powers, baby.
Really?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Austin Powers. I think the first one came out in 99, so probably at the...
No, by 98. By 2002 of the 3 Austin Powers movies had debuted. So yeah, it was, I mean, if the second one had already come out, Austin Powers was absolutely big. What do you think in 2001? And you watch the chat as well, because if anyone else has comments, please guess.
Yeah, let us know. Actually, and actually, for 2001, everyone think about that 2 seconds. I'm actually surprised Spice Girls wasn't anywhere in the late 90s. I just want to get that thought out there. I really thought that would have been one.
Maybe they didn't have branded costumes, and that was the problem.
Oh, that's true.
Also,
Britney
while you're
Spears?
thinking, Webhead27 on Instagram apparently once made a functional Transformers costume out of duct tape, spray paint cardboard, so they could like lay down into a car.
Oh
that's
my
pretty cool.
god, that's so cool, Webhead.
That's awesome.
Nice. You have to put if you have a picture, you should do that. You should post that picture on Instagram.
If you have a picture, please tag us in that on Instagram.
I would love to see that.
So you said Britney Spears?
Yeah.
Incorrect. The answer was Hermione Granger from Harry Potter was the most popular Halloween costume that year. Which, by the way, hey, T-Shock. He switched off of Instagram.
Bye, Webhead. Hello, T-Shack. One and the same.
Which to me, when you think about why Hermione was popular, just goes to show you yet again, because women lack representation in popular culture.
It's
all of a sudden, when there is a good female character, people want to dress as that character because it's representation in popular culture.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really important to have curly hair people be represented.
Absolutely, yeah. And ghost-faced people.
Right? Absolutely. But yeah, no, I would have guessed that. Honestly, I would have thought something with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you're thinking too specific
I am.
to the popular culture. You got to think about tired parents buying costumes.
That's true.
So, 2002, what are we thinking?
Generic elf.
Generic elf. That is
not
incorrect.
Legolas, but generic.
That is incorrect. I'm going to leave it to the floor for a couple seconds. And anyone
Yeah.
in the chat, what do you think was 2002?
Oh,
T-Shock says Spider-Man.
that's a good one. That's a
Correct
good.
answer.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good one. Yeah, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. What year did it come? Did it come out? 2001, 2?
I think it came out at the end of 2001. Remember, because it had the
Yes.
the
Towers.
Twin Towers trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to pull that trailer. It was a great trailer, by the way. You can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was a very clever way to reveal that a Spider-Man movie was coming.
Yeah.
It was great.
But that's
2003. What do you think in 2000? Oh, come on. This is so obvious. I swear you got to know this. We watched this movie in the gym of our school.
Wait,
Not in 2003, by the way. Like,
what was it, like a pep rally? No, because we weren't in the same grade, so maybe
no,
you
but,
watched
but,
it.
No. It was like a late night, like after school,
Oh.
like rally in the gym, watch
Okay.
this movie kind of thing, and like our drama club put it on, so we specifically all had to go.
What?
Or I think our teacher was specifically throwing it, and thus she like guilted us all into going to get the numbers up.
Huh?
Anyway,
T-Shack says Scooby
regardless.
Doo. I have no idea.
The answer is Jack Sparrow.
Oh my gosh!
Remember the Titans? It should have been.
That would have been
Patrick.
some.
And also, they absolutely made us watch that in those types of rallies
Oh.
too, all the time.
So we went to a Christian school, and I don't know why all the Christian classes always had like Remember the Titans type stuff. Like they played so many movies like that, like inspirational, like The Blind Side.
Yeah.
Why did we watch so many football inspirational movies in a Christian class? I don't get it. Now that I say this out loud.
See, you have to understand. It takes a lot of planting and sowing to get that white saviorism buried deep into your soul.
Oh, that's true. I thought they really were pumped about football.
And they do love football.
we just love us some football. Oh, Scooby Doo is a good one because that movie that was a good. Oh, I love the Scooby Doo. Freddy
and
Prinze
you know
Jr.
what? I would say Scooby Doo is officially the last in the line of those spoof movies.
Oh,
that was like
so
really good.
So good.
By the way, so I'm not going to go any further just because obviously going past that isn't retro anymore, but I do want to say 2004 was Spider-Man again, which is really funny to me. But 100% T-Shock said, spoiler alert, 2008 or 2009 is both going to be Heath Ledger's Joker. 2008 is the Joker. 2009 is Edward Cullen.
Really? We might as well go all the way up to 2010. We'll end it at 2010.
All right. Wait, hold on. Let's go back then. So 2004, we've got Spider-Man.
Okay.
2005, we've got Darth Vader. Revenge of the Sith had just come out, so
Okay.
yeah, I guess. Sure.
I mean-
V for Vendetta, or V from V for Vendetta in 2006.
Yeah.
The Birth of Anonymous. I do have one of those masks up on my wall as well, but I didn't want to wear that while podcasting because that sends a different vibe.
Yeah.
2007 is Hannah Montana. Which
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. It was a little too... I wasn't trick-or-treating as much.
No.
So costumes kind of became like a little more...
I guess maybe
Subtle.
young kids, because like I was gonna say, did we
Yeah.
have a lost year in 2007? But I could see like kids, teenagers, kids in the middle school were probably pumped about Hannah Montana.
Where are the Hannah Montana masks? I agree. Yeah, Transformers would make sense in 2007. 2008, as we said, we've got the Joker, Edward Cullen, 2009, and 2010. And this one I 100% do remember. And yes, it is true. 2010, Snooki from Jersey Shore.
Oh my god, yes. I had friends that did the whole Jersey Shore group. A lot of Snookies, yeah.
Ooh, man, going through this list, it gets real disappointing. And what's funny is Hannah Montana doesn't make a comeback, but Miley Cyrus does.
Oh, like the Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus, probably?
It looks like...
Girls walking around with wrecking balls.
leopard-clad copycats on Halloween. Oh, Miley's wild performance at the 2013 MTV Music Video Awards alongside Robin Thicke.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember watching that live. Whew.
Yep. So, that was 2013, which I find very funny. But yeah, from 2010 onward, we should all be disappointed in where Halloween costumes went. We lost our whimsy in 2010.
We did. Some of those I'm still surprised. I thought there would have been. I'm still surprised about Hannah Montana.
I guess 2014's a little whimsical. It's Maleficent, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. What's this year's? Oh, you know, I bet
It's not listed yet.
Huh?
Not listed yet.
I'm gonna go with. Do we want to make predictions for 2022's costume? I'm gonna throw mine. I'm gonna throw mine out there. While y'all think yours, I'm guessing Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. Oh, yeah, that's right. Last year was Squid Game. I swear I think I saw like a lot of pictures of that.
So
That'd be a good one to look up.
I think. Oh man, I felt like I had an answer, and then like I kind of, because you're right, I could 100% see Eddie Munson being a very popular costume, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be Ted Lasso.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I haven't seen that show, but a lot of people love it, recommend it.
Oh, you should absolutely watch that show.
He's-
It is just a serotonin injection. It's just such a happy show.
Yeah. And I heard oh god, what's his name? Jason something that plays Ted Lasso, right? He's
Yeah.
just people just love him. Like he's just got such
He's
good energy, you just want to hug him.
he's amazing. No, seriously, the show feels like a warm hug. I highly
Aw.
recommend.
I'll have to
I
do-
highly recommend it.
Oh, Edric says I looked for Inigo Montoya costume, but it's too late. That would have been a good one. Oh
That
my
would've been
god. And yes, it's T-Shack. Eddie Munson, Stranger Things is a good guess for sure. Yeah, I guarantee there's gonna be a ton.
Yeah.
What do
Well,
you?
I feel like
yeah.
there were already a bunch of those costumes before Halloween. Like after the show came out, I feel like I saw
Yeah.
people dressing up as Eddie Munson. So
And that's an easy costume. You got your the T-shirt and jeans.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
boom.
you just have to get the
Get a wig.
Hellfire Club
Yeah.
T-shirt. That's all. That's it.
Oh, so T-Shack says I was thinking of doing Blockbuster Randy Marsh. That would be so great for Halloween this year, but I shaved my mustache. Oh my god.
I was I have debated before doing, but it takes too much explaining, and I feel like people would just think the worst of me. But I have thought about being Randy Marsh, but like post fighting in the stands of the children's football game. So like shirtless after fighting Bat Dad. The I didn't hear no bell.
That would be good.
It takes too much context because I would just be like a shirtless man covered in blood, and that's again people would be like, what's going on?
It's on the tip of my tongue. Are you a dad that was about to get slaughtered in a horror movie?
Yeah. Look,
That would have been so good.
Here's a fun little story before we wrap. So I always do weird costumes, or I typically choose like very niche things. And my friend Ethan, who I used to do a podcast with called Go Folk Yourself, he throws a Halloween party every year, and at the Halloween party he will have a costume contest, and everybody comes in pretty nice costumes. Like, I mean, there is thought put into these costumes, and typically I only think about what is going to be my costume about a day before. And this particular year, I decided I was watching Spider-Man 2, as you do, and I had it on, and I saw a character in the movie that doesn't get much screen time, but was very iconic. And I was like, I'm going to dress up as this character. because I've got everything it takes already to be this character. I just have to explain to everyone who I am. So get to the party. We're doing the costume contest. Everybody's going around introducing their costumes. I stand up. Now, mind you, I am wearing, I think a gray or blue t-shirt, a green overshirt, jeans, and I am holding a Spider-Man mask. And I just say, oh, I'm the garbage man that happened to find Spider-Man's costume and sell it to J. Jonah Jameson for like $200. That was my costume. That was that was it. All of that was just to say I did that, and I won. I won the costume contest, so. And Ethan hates me to this day for that.
Because I'm sure there's so many great costumes. It's like, hear me out, guys. Before we judge, let me give you a backstory.
Yep, and that's why I won. I won because I was able to weave my story in.
You smooth talker right there.
Eddie Valiant with sexy Roger Rabbit. That's very funny. Also, Fry and Leela. That's good.
Yeah, that is such a cute couple. That would be a cute couple's costume. That's a great 80s Camp Crystal Lake counselor. That's with the short chip shorts. Oh, that would have been so great. That would be such a fun costume. Simple, just Camp Crystal Lake. Oh man, maybe I'll just do that for Halloween. How many days do we have left?
T-shirt. That's easy.
How many days do we have left that I can order Amazon Prime? And then I think my favorite couple. Okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a good one.
Eddie Valiant's such a good one. I would like to go as Eddie Valiant and his brother. But like specifically, like his brother's already dead, so I'm just carrying the memory with me. And that's what spurns the alcoholism of that Halloween. Again, I have to get in character when I put a costume on.
So Dan's gonna show up to this party and have to explain the costume. Yeah. And he's gonna win.
I have to get into character, guys.
Oh my god. I made a prop full-size Bender head that I carried around all night. What? God, you're so creative at this stuff. I could not try to make anything for the life of me.
No, yeah, not at all.
But this is all I have. It's all this level of creativity right here. Though one year Adam and I did we did Dodgeball. He was Vince Vaughn's character, and I was what's his name? Globo Gym guy.
Oh, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. That was fun. I did the mustache. I even cut my hair, got a pixie cut, dyed it light brown, feathered it out. I was dedicated. Walk around the party going.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Pirate Steve.
I guess I could have.
It just didn't have the same call to you.
No, I really liked being antagonistic all night. Adam and I just going at each other. So it was fun.
I get that. No, that I get.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Oh, so good. So good. Man.
We're going to have to do an episode on that. But anyway, yeah. So how do you make the socials go? Wait, I think I remember. I remember.
Exclamation point socials.
Yeah.
Boom. Look at that. Get it, Dan.
It doesn't work on Instagram, but hey, if you're on Instagram, which it looks like you're not, if you're on Instagram, you can also follow us on Twitch as well. We stream live on both platforms, though it seems like no one except for T-Shock uses the Instagram platform.
And then switched over to Twitch.
Which, that's fine. I think the Twitch is a little bit better. The Instagram, OBS for Instagram is a little more Frankenstein together. So.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, unfortunately, TikTok is not an option until we get to 1,000 followers on TikTok. So really follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
Please, and tell others to as well, because once we can start streaming live on there, we will be able to hit a real random audience of bots, and it'll be crazy.
Oh my god, yeah, we just need, I think,
so many
998 more follows, and we should be good.
Yeah, so if you know 998 people, hit them up, tell them it'll take like 2 seconds, and they don't even have to watch. I don't care.
Do we have anything on our TikTok?
No. I need to post the videos that you sent to me, but they took like a day and a half to download, so I kind of got sidetracked.
That's good. Follow us on TikTok. We don't have anything there, but when it happens, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love
When
it.
we do, oh boy,
You're in for a real treat.
let me tell you.
All right. Well, we will. I guess we should probably head out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Virtually.
hit the old dusty trail.
But thank
Oh
you.
my god, I just gotta take this mask off. Oh my god.
We're almost. Oh, great! Now everybody's gonna see your face. Say hi
Hi.
to Dan. Hi, Dan. God, you're so angry looking when you do that. So angry with the mask on. But all right, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Radioactive Man, T-Shack, Edric, Cooter, and I don't know if I'm so sorry if I missed anybody else. I think No Brother.
Oh, brother, no.
Brother, no. Yeah, if there's anyone I missed, I have really short-term memory. I'm practically the movie.
Dan Jam Barker, whoever that was, he made a really good call out about costumes. Whoever that guy was, Dan Jam Barker, you
Okay,
win
we're
the
leaving
award
now.
of the night.
we're leaving now, okay? Screw Dan Jam Barker. But anyways, thank you all so much for hanging out. We'll be back next week to talk about something.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
Nickelodeon month.
Yeah, Nickelvember, I think we're calling it Nickelodeon November. I don't know. We're gonna be
Just-
talking about Nicktoons, y'all.
Just show up next week and you'll find out. You'll find out when we do.
It's gonna be Nicktoons. We're gonna
Yeah.
be talking Rocco. We're gonna be talking Rugrats. We're gonna be talking Zim. We're gonna be talking all those stupid cartoons that I love so much.
So stay tuned. All right.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes, have a great Halloween. Happy Halloween. You know, whatever you guys have planned, hope it's fun and stay safe out there.
Or don't. We're not your parents.
I know. But I'd like to see you next week. I mean, virtually,
Yeah,
that is.
that'd
So.
be, that'd be great.
All right, until then. Bye, everybody.